And we all know that the insurance company really are the doctors these days, right? You know, I wasn't mean or angry. I was just frank. You know, they should have named me Frank. Hey guys, welcome to the vlog this week. It is Wednesday the 22nd, and I have a lot to catch you guys up on. A lot is happening. There's a lot of moving parts, and I can't go into everything today, but basically Mom was put into the hospital on Monday for an artery and vein check to see if she was a candidate for a valve that you stick inside of another valve. While they went in there, they found that she had a blockage and they put a stent in, and so she's been in the hospital ever since. She has decided she no longer wants the valve placement because it has truly been an ordeal. So I'm going to give you a few clips going back to earlier in the week when we checked her into the hospital, so you can watch that here. And then I'm going to fill you guys in on everything else that is taking place. And we have just had a very, very busy 3 days. My name is Sonia. I hadn't said that already. And I'm married to George. And we have Dexter, the big dog, and Maddie over here, the little chihuahua, and Mama. We've definitely got Mama. Hi. Leave it to her to end up with the dog.
I told her, I was like, hey, the doctor person approved it. What can you do? You know, what can you do? You're just following.
Mom is practicing her wheelchair maneuvers. Pretty easy, huh?
Yeah.
Mom and I saw these little mice decals in the lab, and we just had to order Mom some. She thought they were so cute. I might order me some too. They are on Amazon, and I'll put them in my storefront in the description below, but they called this lab the Vampire's Pub, and we laughed at that.
Well, it is 12:52, and they just took Mom back. She's having her heart cath done today, and they said if she needed intervention, they might have to put a stent in or something like that if they got in there and found that she needed that. This is just a test to see if she's a candidate for that. So we're here and waiting. So it's supposed to take about an hour and a half, and I am getting a little bit hungry. I didn't want to eat in front of her, so I've got my peanut butter sandwich, and I put the whipped honey on it, so it's kind of sticky and ooey, but not as drippy as regular honey. I brought some chips and some other stuff too, but I'm going to start with this, and we'll see what happens from there. I'll see how the afternoon goes. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. So we're waiting. I thought I'd show you the waiting room. I'm in a little private room. There's the bathroom. I just noticed there's a TV. I could be watching that, I guess, but I have my phone, my iPad, a book, and Mom's bed was right there, but they used that bed to roll her out to the procedure table, so we're just waiting. I was thinking that this is an introvert's dream. Just me in a room with lots of stuff to do and time to do it in. I couldn't be happier. I mean, I hate the circumstances, but it is kind of funny. It's making me laugh. It's like I'm totally the person to be in the hospital waiting room because I don't have anything to distract me from doing all the fun things. I'm gonna play my sheep game, I'm gonna read, I'm gonna do World Bible School. Introvert's dream. I will say the floor does kind of have a dizzying effect. when I'm on my phone and I can see all of this behind my phone, it kind of makes my eyes start to go in a 3D function, and it's playing mind games on me. I know that's weird, hard to explain, but it kind of starts moving a little bit. Maybe I should be concerned.
Well, the procedure took an hour longer than it was supposed to, so I knew then that they had found some trouble. And Mom had a really difficult time with this procedure. Her vitals were fine, but physically she just was not. And I would not let them discharge us in the condition that she was in. And I was really surprised they were trying to push us out the door. So we spent the night or two in the hospital. It's been quite something. I just have a lot of stuff going on today, so I'm going to have to get back with you guys and let you know what's going on. But I'm packing a bag today. Probably going to be staying with Mom for a day or two because she's needing, some things have happened. She's needing some round-the-clock care, and we're in the midst of trying to get some temporary care. We're in the midst of doing lots of things. I had started a complete different vlog this week. I was going to vlog our afternoon routines, but unfortunately our routines this week are just nothing like what it normally is. So it just really didn't make sense. I have abandoned those clips. Oh, my hair. My goodness. I probably don't look my best. I did get a good night's sleep last night. Did not hardly get any the night before that. So I'm going to go on with my day. I am going to tell you what I'm doing today, though. And I've got my bags packed for a day or two visit with Mom till we can get additional care there. But I'm about to leave after I get all this in the car to go visit an assisted living facility. She has agreed, and we have called an agency called A Place for Mom, and they have been so incredibly helpful. But it has really rocked my world, and we've been really busy trying to figure things out. We still don't have things figured out, but we have plans. We have a lot of plans, and, you know, sometimes they change from moment to moment. But we're riding those waves of trying to figure out what is best to do for the least amount of money in a hurry. So I'm going to try to take you with me today as best as I can, and to Mom's, taking the camera so you guys can go along. Let's see what happens this week, because we're still taking care of an aging parent, and we're honoring her and figuring out what's best for her, and things are rocking and a rolling and a changing. And we'll get into more of that later, so hang on tight. Here we go. George is actually at the hospital. Just heard that she's probably going to be released within the hour. We were hoping that would happen later on today, but he is handling that end of things, and I'm trying to get some of these appointments and phone calls and things taken care of today. So we're going to leave here for the assisted living appointment. Then we're going to go back to Mom's and be there at 1 because the cleaning lady is coming. I really wanted to get that done before Mom came home, but it's okay. It's all going to work out as it's supposed to, like George says. And I need to get on the road. So I hate to leave Miss Maddie girl for the day. We're going to have to work her into the schedule. Dexter is at doggy daycare. God is in control, guys. God is in control over everything. He's looking out for us. I've asked him to maneuver us around, or other people around, you know, whatever needs to happen. So we're good. We think we're good. He's got us. He's got us in his hand. Okay, guys, stay tuned. Let's see where this week goes, because I'm going to tell you, I'm really not sure where this week's going to go. But we got a lot of things on the agenda. I know that. I just want to say that I spent a lot of time in the sunroom a couple of mornings here, just talking with people on the phone, talking with George, planning things out. getting our game plan together for Mom's care and her future, and I just had to capture this scene. So Mom has agreed to go to assisted living ASAP, and we're working on selling her house and finding her place and all of that. So that's pretty much the gist of what's going on right now. The other big piece is finding home health care, and I haven't really told you what all happened in the hospital, and we're going to have to do that later on because I'm about to go into this meeting. But we had a little issue in the hospital that has escalated a lot of things, and also it has escalated our need for care. I'm going to let you go so I can get there safely and try to get this assisted living secured. I think this is probably one that I'm going to hop on. It's between this one and another one that I'm supposed to see Friday, but this one is closer to us. It's the floor plan she wants. The other one is not checking off the criteria right off the bat. It's also further away. I'm going to let you go, and we will let you know what is happening soon. Well, it's a cute little place. So far, so good.
So this is where bingo. This is where coffee and donuts happen before our salon day on Friday.
Okay.
She can get her hair and nails done. Puzzles. That wall of cabinets is all puzzles. Exercises here every morning. It looks like they had exercise this morning,
And she can go outside there too.
yeah, there's a sun porch here.
I toured 2 units, and this one is the remodeled unit, and a kind lady named Barbara let us walk through, and I got permission to film most of the unit. I did not film where Barbara was sitting, that one wall, so you just got one view of the room in the living room. But it is an apartment style, 1 bedroom, and it's perfect for what Mom needs, and it's exactly what she wanted. So thank you to Barbara for letting us walk through her place, and she is looking for Mom to come and join them. Okay, so this is actually Mom's actual apartment, but somebody else is living there right now, and it is not the remodeled version. She hesitated even taking me through because it's going to look so much different once they paint it and put the new cabinets in and all of that. But I was really glad to see the actual space so that we would really know, what kind of space that we're looking at. We still have to go back and measure, and we now have an appointment for Mom to go and tour it herself, and they're so kind to let us do that. I was asking about this white cabinet. I hope that it gets left for her because it was just a perfect little thing to have in the corner to fit in that space to put some extra things, but she wasn't sure. I was really impressed with this bedroom. Look, there are 2 sides to the bedroom. She could have a sitting area over there, I think. Lots of windows, and there's her bed area. And then, of course, there's closets and room for a dresser, so she really has a lot of space to work with. Now Mom got the deluxe version. You know Mom, she's gonna have the best. And she does. She's got the biggest unit. And here is her outside view, or at least from one of the windows.
Really bad.
And there we are, relaxing at home, watching my video. How about that? I have so much to fill you guys in on. So let's just dive in. Today is Saturday, the 25th, I think my watch says. Here's what all has happened this week. As you know, Mom was being tested for to see if she was going to be a candidate for the new heart valve. And she had one more test to do on Monday, which was a heart catheter test to take a look at her veins and arteries to see if they would be able to get the tools in there to do the valve. So it was discovered that she had a blockage, and they were able to put a stent in while they had the tools going through her veins. And can you believe that when you get a stent, that it is considered an outpatient procedure now, which blew me away. It wasn't an open heart thing. They went through her arm and put in the stent. They were pressuring us to get Mom dressed and out the door to go home. My guess is that these people were ready to be gone for the day in the hospital there. Bottom line is, Mom had some issue with the tightness in the cuff. It's just uncomfortable. Everybody has an issue with the cuff when they put it through your wrist. But they have to be very careful because you can't get air in your veins, and so they can only release the cuff so many cc's per every 15 minutes, and it just kills your arm. Mom's arm is purple from the top all the way down to her hand. She was in extreme pain with it. I think they had it really too tight, and it was cutting off circulation, and then when they were finally able to release it, it was just so much pain. She also was repeatedly getting sick, but they were over there going, "You need to get dressed and get out of here." We ended up spending the night. I just basically told the nurses, you can't discharge her like this. She's over there writhing in pain. She's getting sick, and you've just put a stent in her heart, and she's 81. And how do we know that this is going well? I said, she lives by herself. I can't even drive her home in this condition because I'll wreck trying to deal with her getting sick and writhing in pain. I mean, this is just not right. I wasn't mean or angry. I was just frank. They should have named me Frank. So I was frank. The nurse agreed with me finally, called the doctor, and they put us in a room overnight. So we stayed overnight. Tuesday gets here, and it's very clear Mom can't use her right arm at all. She's not really very well. Her heart thing, all of her vitals were fine. It was this arm. It started bleeding again overnight, which was a major thing. They had nearly every nurse on the hall in there putting pressure on her arm because, you can bleed out with those major arteries for someone who takes Eliquis. This was just a whole thing. So they kept her in the hospital for another day. We tried to get them to keep her for another day after that because she needed help being lifted out of bed, lifted out of a chair, taken to the bathroom, lifted off the bathroom, back in. A lot of that had to do with the wires and the bed, which, they were good at and I wasn't. But a lot of it also had to do with her arm because she couldn't put any pressure on her arm to get up. And they told us she's not going to be able to use that arm. She has to pretend like it's broken for like 5 days. And they wanted to release her to home. And, I kept telling everybody that came in the room, she lives by herself. She has no one that can lift her. I certainly can't lift her, I can't lift her weight. I mean, I have trouble lifting, my coffee cup. My arm hurts when I lift my coffee cup. So I have a rotator cuff kind of thing, and my back has some issues, and I just can't, pull on her. So I'm telling everybody that in the room. It's like if you release her, you're releasing her to not having any care. So, I guess we need to talk to the social caseworker or something. Maybe they can send her to rehab for a week or whatever. Long story short, I am not making this short. Basically, we met with a social worker, and the hospital was very clear about making sure we knew that Mom was going to be out of there after 2 nights stay. Later, I found out the reason why is because if they stay 3 nights, the insurance will pay for any care after that. And they are under pressure from the insurance company. And we all know that the insurance company really are the doctors these days, right? Isn't that the reason why getting a stent is outpatient after all? And it really shouldn't be. We met with a social worker who got us in touch with Find a Place for Mom. Mom agreed to go to assisted living in this meeting. We were trying to find her interim help until she could use this arm again. So I had appointments. I had phone calls. My phone blew up, but it needed to blow up. I had appointments set left and right, some in person, some on the phone. I had 2 companies I was talking to that would come and do round-the-clock care. Sounded really good, was really expensive. I think it was closer to $40 an hour. It was like, there were 2 companies, and they were between like $32 and $39 an hour. So one you had to sign a contract with, one you didn't. But we ended up not using them. So I stayed with her the first night, but I had an appointment with assisted living, and okay. All right, so during all of this time, like I said, Mom agreed that she would go to assisted living because it's time. And so it was a very easy moment, but kind of an emotional one for me. I didn't cry, but I had tears. I broke. Let's just say that I broke. My voice broke because I was just so relieved that it wasn't going to be a fight. Almost everything with my mom has been a fight since I was a girl. We just don't get along very well, and I don't mind telling people that. It's just the way it is. I think everybody we know knows it. You can't help not knowing it. It's just we are oil and water, and I've not kept it a secret because why would you? It's just a part of life. And so I guess I just didn't expect this to go well. And I knew that when we were through with this procedure that I was going to push for it because I'm just too worried about her being over there by herself, and it would be irresponsible for me to let her continue. She's not eating. She's lost 30-something pounds, and she needs to have cooked meals 3 times a day available to her. She needs somebody that's going to be there available to her to assist her all the time. And we can't fill that role. We're making it happen. So everybody is on board. Hallelujah. So I set the appointment to tour assisted living. And you can't put these things off. When something comes up that fits, that checks all the boxes, you got to go for it, because these things, they open up and they're gone. And this particular facility is filled up at 100% capacity at all times. So I went for the appointment, and lo and behold, they wanted to discharge her the same time I was at the appointment. But George handled all of that, all of the discharge, and bless him, he had told me right away
as I was going through all of these appointments and phone calls, he's like, just tell me what you need to do and I'll do it. So I'm so appreciative of him. So Wednesday, I signed a place for her assisted living, gave the deposit. It's not really a deposit. It was a community fee, I think they called it, which holds her spot. And she said, no worries, this holds your spot. So I have a whole packet of information to fill out and get back to them. And they still have to do her assessment to see what level of care. It's just that the one mom is going to be in needs to be remodeled. And so the person that was in it is moving to memory care, and then they're remodeling it, and then mom can move in. So she said it's looking like mid to late May. That's fine. It's just this little domino thing that has to happen. I'm so relieved that we have done that. So I did stay with mom the first night that she was home. She was able to gather enough strength back that she can get up and down, use her walker without putting too much pressure on this arm. She said she was using her elbow some, to help get up. But anyway, she's not supposed to put a lot of weight on that arm because they don't want the veins popping open and then her bleeding out, And once she could get up and move around, then she really didn't need me anymore. So I was only there for about 24 hours, cleaned out her fridge, threw away most of it. I'm just so glad that we're going to be putting her in to assisted living because I think things have been a lot worse than we really realized. Or maybe not. I mean, I've just been thinking for a long time she's getting close to meeting my criteria, but she may have fooled me some. Like, I thought that she, was fixing better meals for herself, but obviously she doesn't want to fix anything. So I think she's been trying to just stay independent for so long. Long story short, I keep saying that I can't make anything short. Anybody that knows me well knows I can't make anything short. I'm so detailed that I have to give you every detail along the way. And if I don't tell that little detail, I can't go to the next thing that I need to tell you. It's just been a crazy few days. We did not hire anyone to help her. It was me for 24 hours. And it surprised me that I was only needed for 24 hours. So we have a lot of things in motion already. We've been doing some banking, so we can pay for her assisted living until the house is sold. She's got some investments, and so we're cashing those out. So we have some liquidity there to be able to do what we need to do. And it'll give her some time to get over there and get settled. So we'll move her in. Once she's moved in, then we'll list her house. We're meeting with the realtor Monday just to get a game plan, but we can't sign anything until it's closer to the listing date. And we're not going to put mom through people coming in and looking at her house and her having to leave and me having to go over there and get her because she can't drive. And yeah, so that decision is a good one, I think. It's just all working out beautifully, but that's where we are. And so the next few vlogs, I think it's going to be, what we're doing with mom, and it's just going to be a regular vlog. There may not even be particular subjects that we're talking about. It's just going to be a regular vlog, and hopefully people will be okay with that because I don't have the bandwidth right now to create content. It's just going to be a vlog pretty much, unless I just have bouts of creativity. It's just going to be vlogging about what we're doing with mom and, what we're working on that week toward her getting into assisted living. So this is going to be, it's going to be interesting, and selling the house. And I'll try to make it as interesting as I can. I think it really will be. There's just a lot. Mom has a lot of stuff over there in that villa. But be patient with us, and prayers for mom.
because, you know, it's a lot of changes for everybody again, but they're good changes and they're going to be good for her. And I'm so happy that we got the place we did. I don't even know what else is going to be in this vlog, but just stay tuned and watch and we'll see what happens. All right, we stopped at Witt's and got Mom some barbecue. We got her like the smallest family pack. Can you believe the smallest family pack? Family pack only comes with one side. Like,
it's for a small family.
like even one person as me, I want two sides with my barbecue. Anyway, we paid extra, so bought her some barbecue, $32, but maybe she'll eat off of it for a couple of days. So we're headed over to Lebanon now to get her something to eat. When I cleaned out her fridge, there wasn't anything left, but I may have like saved her life from eating anything horribly bad. I mean, her eggs expired in February. They just been sitting there all that time. Anyway, it's just really good that she's going to assisted living now because she can't really see dates on things, and I guess she just didn't really know when to throw it away. All right, so we're headed over there now. Hey guys, I hope that you enjoyed the vlog today. I know it was a little bit different and kind of a surprise for me, and just thrown together kind of in a hurry so that I could get you something out there and let you guys know what was going on. I will see you guys next week. So give me a thumbs up. Let me know your comments. Show your love for Mom, so if she reads down in the comments, she can see how many people are praying for her, and I just appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. You guys know the drill. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next week. And I have no idea what next week is going to look like. We're just busy. I know we have a busy week planned, so maybe there'll be some fun things in there too. We'll talk to you later. See you next time. Bye now, and thanks for understanding.